Welcome to the Elevated Book Club podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Jaye Johnson. Today we're exploring Chapter 5 of Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, Specialized Knowledge, Personal Experience or Observations. In this episode, we'll dive into how acquiring and continuously refining specialized knowledge is crucial to your success. We'll uncover how this principle applies not only to traditional fields, but also to modern areas like artificial intelligence. I'll share some of my own personal experiences on how I keep refining my knowledge to stay relevant in today's fast-evolving world. Chapter 5 of Think and Grow Rich teaches us that general knowledge, while useful, does not lead to success on its own. What truly counts is specialized knowledge. Targeted, practical information that you can apply to achieve your specific goals. Hill explains that specialized knowledge can come from personal experiences, formal education, or even self-taught methods. It's not just about accumulating information, it's about learning how to use that information effectively. This chapter challenges us to be lifelong learners, continuously honing our skills and adapting to new environments. It's like the old saying, you got to continue to sharpen the saw. Let's break down the key components of specialized knowledge, starting with acquisition of relevant information. Hill emphasizes that knowledge itself is potential power until it's organized into definite plans and actions. Do you get that? Like, you can have all this knowledge, but if you don't have a plan to put it into action, what good is it? It's essential to identify the information that is most relevant to your goals and then work to master it. It's like weeding through all of the stuff that you don't need to get to what matters most, and then put a definite plan and action steps into utilizing that information. He goes on to say the world is constantly changing, which we absolutely know. You can see that every single day. What was cutting edge a few years ago might be outdated today. I personally make it a point to invest in ongoing education, like reading, attending workshops, and exploring new technologies to ensure that I remain relevant. Right? I'm a Gen Xer, and I grew up in a time where there's this boom of technology, going from board games to video games, going from, a television in one room of the house to televisions in your hand. Like, literally going from no computer or a typewriter to actually computers in your house. Seeing all this transformation take place in the area of technology and how we communicate instilled in me this desire to remain relevant, right? Having a newspaper delivered to your house was absolutely relevant as a kid. But today, you barely can find them. Like, they're no longer relevant. And so I think seeing all this as, growing up as a kid and then a young adult and a grown man has made me really passionate about remaining at the forefront of technology, because I see technology just moving so fast, and I feel like I don't want to ever fall behind in that. So continuous learning is just integrated into a part of who I am at this point. Specialized knowledge is powerful when you can apply it, right? It's not enough to simply know something. You must know how to use that knowledge to solve problems, create value, and build a business or businesses. Hill reminds us that knowledge must be organized and then intelligently directed to produce success. It's not enough to just go to school. It's about going to school and then applying what you learn in a very specific way to achieve what you want to achieve. It's interesting because when you go to school, you learn theory, you learn all these different methodologies, and it's not until students use practical application that they start to break open that feeling of, oh, okay, this is how this knowledge can be relevant to what I want to achieve. It's about creating those plans for utilizing the knowledge that you have. Today, artificial intelligence is a prime example of specialized knowledge. AI isn't just a buzzword, it represents a field where continuous learning and innovation are essential because they happen by the moment. Whether it's through learning about machine learning algorithms or understanding data analytics or implementing AI tools in your everyday life and business, this specialized knowledge can transform and is transforming the way we do business, the way we live, and if you embrace it, you could figure out ways to use it to transform your relationship to your goals and how you might be able to use it to get there sooner. Let me say this. Early in my career, I recognized that staying relevant meant never stopping my education. It's seeing technology transform the way it has right before my eyes and innovate and become something new, fresh, and different every few moments really instilled in me this desire to stay relevant, to stay current, to not allow technology to leave me behind. And so I set aside time every day to read and do research and go to courses and take exams, even get new degrees and experiment with these emerging technologies. It's just something that has been ingrained in me ever since I first laid eyes on an Apple I computer. When AI started to gain momentum, I dove in headfirst, learning the basics, exploring its applications, really challenging myself to think out of the box how AI could be integrated into my life, into my business, and integrating these principles and practices and technologies into my coaching and consulting practices. This commitment to specialized knowledge not only helps me remain competitive, but it also allows me to be able to serve at greater speed and greater depths in the advice and support that I give my clients. I learned that the willingness to continually refine your expertise is one of the most important investments you could ever make in yourself. So think back to how Edison, one of the greatest inventors, relied on specialized knowledge to perfect his inventions. He didn't just experiment blindly. He gathered focused knowledge and applied it rigorously. His ability to master a specific field is one of the reasons he became synonymous with innovation. Today, professionals and even non-professionals who understand and apply artificial intelligence are at the forefront of transformation. Whether it's in healthcare, finance, creative industries, AI-driven insights are revolutionizing the way we work. By embracing AI as a form of specialized knowledge, countless individuals and companies are finding new and improved ways to solve problems, create efficiencies, and gain a competitive edge. These examples remind us that specialized knowledge, when acquired and applied effectively, become a real ally to your success, both in past and modern times. Now, it's time for a little bit of reflection. Grab your journal, your favorite beverage. Let's get introspective. What is the specific area of knowledge that most aligns with your goals? Write down what specialized information you need to master to move closer to your dreams. How are you currently investing in your education? Reflect on whether you're dedicating enough time to learning new skills and refining your expertise? What can you do differently? Consider creating a schedule or a learning plan. Commit to a daily or weekly habit that pushes you to acquire new perspectives, new insights. Whether it's reading a book, taking an online course, or engaging in technology and AI-driven tools, what's one action you can take today? Think about how emerging technologies like AI can be applied in your field. How can you harness this modern, specialized knowledge to create value? Write down one idea that excites you about using a new technology or AI in your work. Although today's focus is on specialized knowledge, and it may even sound like an advertisement for AI, but it's not. I'm just using it as an example. Remember the 6 steps from chapter 2. Keep doing that work and ask yourself, how can a clearly defined goal and written statement of purpose help you focus your learning efforts? It can help you shape and direct your efforts towards the thing that will make the most difference in moving the needle for you. Reinforce your self-confidence by reciting your affirmation that you are committed to mastering your niche. As we wrap up today's episode, remember this: specialized knowledge is the bridge between general information and real actionable power. When you commit to continuously refining your expertise, whether through traditional study or embracing modern tools like AI, you position yourself at the cutting edge of success. Look, I can't say this enough. Invest in yourself. Make learning a lifelong habit. And I know I'm preaching to the choir because the very fact that you're listening to this podcast tells me that you're doing just that. But not only that, organize your knowledge into practical steps and apply them relentlessly. Your commitment to specialized knowledge, combined with the power of the 6-step formula and the self-confidence formula, is the key to unlocking your fullest potential. And I'm hoping you're seeing a pattern here. This is building up, like we're adding to our toolbox as we go along. I want to thank you for joining me on this journey today. I want to thank you for joining me on this insightful journey through Chapter 5 of Think and Grow Rich. If today's discussion resonated with you, please subscribe, share this episode with your network, and join our free Elevated Purpose community for more inspiration and practical advice. Until next time, elevate your soul, elevate your mind, elevate your life. Stay elevated.